Patents, trademarks, copyrights, and trade secrets are all forms of intellectual property. And IP refers to creations of the mind, including inventions, literary work, designs, things like that. And people may have heard in the news recently, a few years ago, when Taylor Swift was in a battle with her record label for rights to the music that she created. But many people are unsure exactly what IP actually is, why it's important. And with me is Kristen Lurye, Deputy Executive Director of the Intellectual Property. Let me just start that last part of it. With me is Kristen Lurye, the Deputy Executive Director of the Intellectual Property Owners Education Foundation, and is going to explain this new IP Buddy resource. So tell me about that, Kristen. What is this resource?
Absolutely. IP Buddy is a new AI-generated free resource for innovators, inventors. People are simply curious to learn more about intellectual property rights.
Okay, and so like who might this be? And how have things changed? I feel like there's creators all over the place now where it used to be more limited. How has all of that changed?
You know, a lot of people may not know about intellectual property, and it is surrounding us in our everyday lives. Just like you said, you know, we have more and more creators out there, and they work really hard to put, whether it's an invention, an artistic work, a song, you work so hard to put this out into the world, and you want to make sure that you're educated on how best to protect your hard work.
Yeah. So this isn't just for big companies.
Absolutely not. You know, intellectual property is the foundation of innovation. That is for big companies, small businesses, individuals. As I mentioned, we are surrounded by intellectual property in our everyday lives, from the medication you might take in the morning, the phone you're scrolling on at the end of the day, the music you're listening to. And that's what IPO Education Foundation wants to share with the public, is the value of intellectual property.
Yeah. Now, why did the foundation feel it was necessary to have this IP Buddy, and what was your goal with it?
As I mentioned, intellectual property is the foundation of innovation. Intellectual property allows creators to protect themselves, to generate funding, to collaborate with others. There was a recent survey done by the United States Intellectual Property Alliance that stated that 70% of Americans cannot distinguish between the different forms of IP, patents, trademarks, copyrights, and trade secrets. So IPO Education Foundation created IP Buddy as a free resource for people to learn about intellectual property, whether you're tinkering in your garage, or you're in a STEM program, an invention competition, or you're simply curious. IP Buddy is like a mentor, a coach, a buddy that you can talk to and learn about intellectual property rights.
So where can someone go to learn more about intellectual property as well as IP Buddy?
Absolutely. We hope that you visit ipbuddy.ai, or you can visit our website at ipoef.org.
Okay, very interesting, Kristen. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks.